Hey, you guys. So I'm back again with another message from the Lord. I have several that I need to record. Um, Try to get some recording today done today. Y'all bear with me because I'm tired. But we're gonna push through and get through these messages. A few days ago, God had dropped in my spirit itchy ears, and I wrote it down. I wrote down itchy ears, and when I know what he was talking about itchy ears, he was it's a warning. Um, but I kind of know what he meant, but I sat on it so I can get further clarity about the itchy ears. So God is saying, don't have itchy ears in this season. We need to we not kind of we need to have our ears inclined to His voice and not so much to what's going on in the world, the noise and stuff that's going on in the world. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember a couple of videos ago. Um, God told me to release a message like that the spirit of deception in this time and this hour is very high. That is still the case. The deception is still very, very high. And so we got to understand that some of the stuff that is going on in this world is um the prophecy of God being fulfilled, and some of the stuff is um the devil trying to mimic and act like he is God and trying to get people distracted and get people off focus and get people to the point to where they live in fear, scare tactics, and you have to really have the spirit of discernment during this season and this hour. Y'all will have to really go to God about everything and take everything back to God and confirm and get clarity. Even with me, with the stuff, some of the stuff that's been going on, I have been going to God and I'm like, okay, God, something in my spirit don't feel right about this. Give me clarity. As soon as I do that, God will eventually start talking to me. So when he starts talking to me, he'll give me insight and he'll let me know if it's of him or he'll let me know if it's of the devil. Y'all got to understand a lot of this stuff that's going on. Some of it is part of judgment. Some of it is because people think that um, they are God or they are above God and stuff like that. So y'all, we have to discern. We have to know what is of God, what is not of God, what is God allowing, what is the devil trying to do and allow to try to make it seem like it's God. Y'all got to understand God. The devil is a manipulator. The devil is a trickster. The devil is a copycatter. And so what the devil will try to do is flip things and make it seem like it's God when it's not him. Okay? Or because we don't go to God and get clarity and get thank you, Holy Spirit, and get clarity and seek him for instructions, we just assume that this is something that is coming from God. So God is saying don't have itchy ears in this season. A lot of it is the spirit of deception. Um, and while God is saying don't have itchy ears in this season, is because He wants you to protect your ear gates. He wants you to protect your eye gates and your ear gates. I told you before, we got to be careful what we're watching. We got to be careful what we're listening to. We can't feed into a lot of this stuff that's going on in the world today. You still got to be about your father's business. God is going to take care of his children. You just need to be doing what you need to be doing. Because a lot of this stuff that are popping up, some of it is like exposure and some of it is distractions. You got to know which one is which. And the only way you're going to know which one is which if you stop having the itchy ears and you listen to what God is telling you to do in this season, in this hour. You're going to have a personal relationship with God in this season, in this hour for yourself. All right. Um, but yeah, we can't have itchy ears. I clearly wrote that down a few days ago and I sat on it because I wanted to get more clarity. Another way that you will understand what's going on in this time and this hour and what God has wants you to do is you need to get in your word. You need to read your word for yourself. Have it written in have the word within your heart for yourself. Have a personal relationship with God for yourself. That's how a lot of people are being deceived in this season and this hour because they don't have a personal relationship with God for themselves. Have that relationship with God for yourself so you can be able to discern. So you'll be able to know what's of God, what is not of God, and how to move in this season, in this hour. So God is saying, don't have itchy ears in this season, in this hour. We don't need to be entertaining a lot of this stuff in this season, in this hour, because a lot of the stuff that is not of God is demonic and it has spirits attached to it. So, and if you're feeding into it, you're opening yourself up to a portal for the spirit to attach itself to you. And I know a lot of people don't think that, but it is true. So we got to be very, very careful what we are listening to. What are we allowing to come in contact with our spirit? All right. But like I said, pray and talk to God. Have a personal relationship with God. Read your word for yourself daily. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Read your word for yourself and get an understanding for yourself daily. All right, in this season, in this hour, because y'all, we need a word like never before. We need this word of God like never before. You need insight from God like never before. And you can get it from having a relationship with Him, and you can get it from His word. So, all right, you guys, I love you all. God is saying don't have itchy ears in this season. We don't need to be listening to a lot of things that is not of Him in this season, in this hour, because it's going to cause a lot of people to get caught up into stuff they don't need to get caught up into. Continue to move, do what God is telling you to do. Because if you get caught up by having itchy ears and listening to things and you're not supposed to be listening to and not moving and doing the will of the Father, you will get caught up in what they got going on and you can miss the mark. And you don't want to miss the mark in this season. So I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day and I will chat with you all later.